Bonjour, this is Emma at Words and Peace. Today I'd like to present to you a book I received at Book Expo America. This is Blood Wedding by Pierre Lemaitre. It was published by Quercus in September 2016 and it's about 270 pages. Pierre Lemaitre is a French author. He usually writes crime fiction, but he also wrote a very good historical novel focused on First World War that received a major French award, and I reviewed it some time ago. You can see the reference at the bottom of this video. Now, each time I read a book by Pierre Lemaitre, I say this is it, that's the last one I read, because as I said, it's crime fiction and it's heavy crime fiction. The descriptions are very graphic, but at the same time, this guy is so darn smart and good with his plots. I mean, he has so much imagination, and the way the story is built, it's unbelievable. So again, I got caught with this one. Maybe the first maybe 20 pages of, wow, this is a lot of violence and stuff. I think I'm going to stop. And then suddenly you have this line that's kind of, oh, what's going to happen next? You know, so I totally devoured it. If you are told that you should never go ahead and look ahead in a book, I would say definitely not this one. Do not look ahead. Do not look at the names of the different parts of the books, okay? Because you have a clue there and you don't want to get the clue. Okay, so this is the story of Sophie. When you open the book, it starts with Sophie. She's a babysitter or nanny, and the first time you meet her, she was babysitting a little boy called Leo. He's 6 years old, and looks like, you know, she fell asleep or something, and she woke up. When she woke up, she goes to Leo's bedroom and she realizes that he's dead. And so she totally panics, and especially when she realizes that actually he was strangled with a shoelace, and a shoelace that's part of her shoe. So suddenly she totally panics and she decides to flee because she thinks, well, she doesn't really know what happened. She knows that she had some issue with her memory, so she thinks maybe she did it and she doesn't remember, or maybe someone came in and did it. She has no clue, so she decides just to take the easy way, gets out to flee from the police. It seems to be way too difficult to explain. And then you meet her later, and she's also in someone else's house, and she ends up killing that person. Oh, well, we don't know. She ends up also, Veronique, the person in this house, also he's found dead, and we don't know really, very mysterious circumstances, but Sophie took her clothes, her IDs, and she's going to try to reinvent a life for herself with as a totally different person to try to escape the police. And Sophie seems to be extremely creative, and I would say the author, but Sophie is extremely creative. I'm finding all kind of thinking on all those details to be able to escape the police and reinvent herself. It's absolutely genius. And as I said, it seems she has some issues with her memory, and sometimes you think this woman is totally nuts, okay? Though she's very smart as well. So she goes on inventing all kinds of things to escape. And her last plan is she thinks that maybe if she can get a totally different ID by marrying someone, meaning getting the last name of that person, it may be, you know, perfect way to totally get under the radar. And then the second part, we meet a man called France, and he seems also to have all kinds of psychological issues. So this is it. I'm not going to say more. So all along the book, you follow Sophie, and is going from amazing to more amazing to more amazing. And the end is, oh my God, it's so a wow book. So if you're into psychological novel, mysteries, and also crime fiction, my God, this is perfect. If you think there was a lot of suspense in a Gone Girl or Girl on the Train, well, this is nothing compared to Blood Wedding. You're really in for an amazing ride, but you need to enjoy not only psychological mysteries but also crime fiction, because there's a fair amount, especially at the beginning. And really, as a friend of mine highlighted, what's really amazing in all the books by Pierre Lemaitre, he really highlights the resilience of the different characters. So ultimately, it's an amazing message about human resilience. So if you've never read Pierre Lemaitre, this French author, this is a great way to enter into his works. This is not part of a series, and the translation is fantastic. You never ever have the feeling that this is a book in translation. It's extremely well done. Voila, this is it for today. And I'll be back very soon to present another book that I received at Book Expo America. A book that was a big hype, and I am super disappointed by that book. So maybe you can guess which one it is. Come back soon to know. À bientôt. Au revoir.